Howdy, y'all. Well, finally, I'm getting in here to load some 44's. Been 2 weeks I've been sick. Finally getting over it. Still got a lingering cough, so if I cough, pardon me. But we're going to load up some 44 Magnum and some 44 Specials today. We got new to me 44 mag dies. Cowboy action shooter had a bunch of stuff for sale, and I picked those up good, cheap price for that. Took them and cleaned them. Didn't know anything about them, so I just went ahead and disassembled and cleaned them. Got that done. We're going to be using a lead powder through expander. We're not going to use the RCBS one, which is sitting over here. We are going to use the RCBS cedar, and we got one for the hollow points that we're going to use, and one for the FTX bullets we're going to use. And it's a modified one. So, yes, that's what we're going to use. FTX 225 grainers. We're going to load those into magnums only. And then we're going to Sierra Power Jacket 180 grains. And we're going to load some of those in Magnum, and we'll load just the 180 grains in this Specials. With the FTX bullets, we're going to use number 9. So I haven't never used this powder before. It's a brand new can of powder. Most expensive can of powder I've ever bought. We're going to load half of the Specials with Bullseye and the other half with some Unique. We got the Frankfurt Intelligent Dropper warming up over there. We'll get it ready in a little bit, get it all set up. Let me grab my tweezers up here. And y'all can see these bullets a little bit. Better hang on to them. That's the FTX. And here's the 180 grainer. I took the round nose one and I drilled it out 1/4 of an inch. There's a 1/4 inch hole in there, and then I really smooth and polished that corner off really good. The 1/4 inch is bigger than the little tip, so it's actually catching on the brass. We'll see how it works. So, powder through expander. The one I picked up was the old Bugle type blunderbuss. So what I done was I took and turned it down. It's 431 is what I turned it down to. So we're going to try it. If it don't work, I do have an NOE which I don't like. It's kind of long, but we'll try it. And it's 432. Steps up to 432. So we'll try this 431. If the bullets set on it good, we're good. All right. We'll make up a dummy round. No primer. 44 Magnum. That's touching the crimper. So we're going to back it out one round. Set the ring. Where'd my wrench go? I had it right there. Set that lock ring. Clamp it down. I don't have my pliers over here, so I'll get that in a minute. Alright, so we got that cedar die for the plug for the FTX. There, we're starting to seat it. Now, and it's a long ways out still. Let's check it in the barrel. That's almost in already. So we got plenty of room in this barrel. It says we got about 107 thousandths for that to be flush. We got about 277 to get to the top of the crimp cantilever on this thing. So we're going to have plenty of room for the chamber. We are there. Lock that down. I mean, we're right at the crimp groove. Right at the top of it. And that's what I want because all these are a little bit shorter. All right. Next, we're going to use a Lee collet crimper. I like using that one. Be kind of hard to see it, but it's got a little bit of crimp on it. All right. There's a dummy round. Let me get the Frankfurt Arsenal powder measure set up and calibrated and all that, and we'll be back. Okay, so we got that set up with the number 9. This is the starting load that's in the book. No secrets here, okay? We're loading loads from the manufacturer's book. You can look them up. This is going to be a starting load for it. We're going to be using Federal Premium Large Magnum Pistol, and this is the match grade. So we're going to be loading 20 of each. We only got 20 out for right now. All right. These cases are all Starline. Sizing it. Seat the primer. Fill it out. Let's see here. I don't have it set on automatic yet. This is the first one. Funnel. Where's my funnel? There it is. This is a fine powder too. Pretty, not a whole lot of powder in there, but then again, this bullet seats really deep. This, we gotta get some out here anyway. Bullet seats very deep in the case compared to I know it's a whole lot bigger grain, but that seat's really deep. I think anyway. And with this case being a little bit shorter, I can see the crimp groove now. Couldn't quite see it a while ago with the full length. And let's get it crimped. She's crimped. It says, Hornady says trim them to 255. That way you can, because of the ogive, to make it all work out. But this is 265 around there. I didn't check it before, but it's close to, all these were between 265 and 270. And it says recommended length is 1/645 is what it's supposed to be. 645, and we got 655. So we're 10 thousandths longer than that they say. Fits just fine in our. And we also can check it over here. Just fine. All right, one down. Let me get these rest of this one done, and then we'll get ready for the next one. All right, we're on the last one here. We been doing good, other than one time I got distracted. It didn't have a ram up when I poured the powder in, so got powder all over the place. Had to clean that up. And there they all are. There's those anyway. Let me get the powder measure set up for some unique, and we'll load the next magnums up. Always got my butters with me. All right, we're gonna load some of the Sierra 180s. Everything is set except for the seating die, so we got the stem changed out. Size it. Seat the primer. And we have it set up for the unique. The Frankfurt Arsenal set it for the unique now. And this again is a minimum charge. Now I've actually shot this bullet with unique on the high end. That was my load. But we're starting from fresh. We're going to start over with this barrel. Well, the barrel's hasn't changed really since I loaded this load, other than I've put a scope on it. So we're going to start with the minimum and just get everything kind of ironed out. Make sure, you know, we've been trying to find out why I can't get this scope and stuff to work. Hopefully we got all those problems fixed. So now, because with that load before, the high-end load on this 180 open sights, I wasn't doing too bad with it. But anyway, minimum load. The only thing now is we need to get it seated, and Sierra says it should be 1.600. All right, let's measure that and see what we got. 623. I really like to call it crimper better myself. It crimps it and it doesn't even look like it's crimped. But it is definitely crimped. I don't know if we can zoom in. I don't think I can zoom in on, no, not with the camera set up to in this mode. You can see the slight ring around it. All right, let me do the rest of them. All right, we got them all done. I didn't bother showing y'all setting up the 44 specials. Even though I did use a totally different set of dies here. Only thing there is I don't have an extra crimper. So, and I had used the same powder through too. I just pulled it out and adjusted it. I did change it. I wasn't liking the one that I'd modified, so I went ahead and put that NOE one in, and it worked fine. So we got that changed out. So we had to borrow this one for this set of dies, and like without a crimper, then I just went ahead and did it one step. I know it's not the best way to do it, but it's just some loads to go to the range with right quick. So it'll do. Fly by here. All right, there we go. We got the ones with unique in it marked with a blue stripe. That's how I know the difference. Bullseye doesn't have anything on it. And obviously those are magnums, and they're two different bullets, so we don't have a problem there. Anyway, that's what we got. All right, time to get to the range, man. I can't wait to get to the range. I've got 2 barrels I want to try out, so we need to get some lambos loaded for that, though. So we're going to be doing that next. Till then, thanks for watching.